Imagine falling asleep to the gentle whispers of gaming's best-kept secrets as we journey through 180 hidden pathways in the Mushroom Kingdom that even the most dedicated Mario fans might have missed. What forgotten treasures and mysterious passages have been waiting all these years for you to discover, tucked away in the corners of Nintendo's most beloved worlds? I hope you're cozy and comfortable wherever you might be watching from tonight. Whether you're tucked under warm blankets in New York, resting in a quiet room in Tokyo, or winding down your day in London, let us know in the comments where you're joining us from as we begin this soothing adventure into Mario's secret world. Our story begins back in 1985 when a small team at Nintendo was creating what would become one of the most beloved video game characters of all time. In those early days, the hidden areas of Super Mario Bros. Weren't just fun secrets. They were magical doorways to unexpected places. Do you remember the first time you discovered that certain blocks could be broken to reveal coins or power-ups? Or perhaps you recall the amazing feeling when you first jumped on that hidden block that wasn't visible until you leapt into just the right spot. The very first hidden area many players ever found was in World 1-1, where jumping at a seemingly empty part of the ceiling revealed an invisible block that helped Mario climb to a platform with coins. This simple secret taught us all an important lesson. The Mushroom Kingdom rewards those who explore. The designers at Nintendo, led by Shigeru Miyamoto, weren't just making a game. They were creating a world that invited curious players to look beyond what they could see. Even more magical was finding the first warp pipe. These green tunnels became doorways to secret underground rooms filled with coins and extra lives. Many children in the 1980s would share these discoveries at school, whispering about hidden pipes that took Mario to underwater caverns or coin-filled rooms. These shared secrets created a special bond between players long before the internet made game guides easy to find. But the most amazing early secret was surely the warp zone in World 1-2. Players who climbed to the top of the level's end and ran across the ceiling would find themselves in a hidden room with pipes that could transport them ahead several worlds. Finding this secret felt like discovering a treasure map in your own backyard. Suddenly the game had depths you never imagined. The feeling of jumping through that first pipe and emerging in a hidden underground area was truly special. The screen would go dark for a moment, building excitement for what would appear next. Then, Mario would pop out in a new secret place, a moment of pure joy and wonder that has stayed with players for decades. Nintendo's developers were clever about where they placed these first secrets. They knew that some players might never find them, but those who did would feel a special connection to the game. They carefully designed levels with small clues, perhaps a strange gap in the blocks or a pipe that seemed out of place, that would make curious players think, "I wonder what happens if I go there." As night falls deeper around us and our voices grow softer, let's remember how these early hidden areas made us feel. The soft glow of TV screens in darkened living rooms, the quiet concentration as we tried to discover what might be hidden in each level. Many of us would play late into the night, promising ourselves just one more level as we searched for every last secret. Those first hidden areas weren't just fun to find, they changed how games were made forever. Other game creators saw how much players loved discovering secrets and began adding their own hidden areas to games. What started in Super Mario Bros. Became a tradition that continues in games today. As our voices grow gentler and our words slow down, think back to that magical feeling of discovering your very first hidden area in a Mario game. Perhaps it was finding a secret door in a castle or a hidden block that revealed a vine climbing into the clouds. These memories are like soft, warm blankets of nostalgia that comfort us as we prepare for sleep. The hidden levels in these early games weren't just random additions. They were carefully crafted rewards for players who paid attention and explored every corner of the Mushroom Kingdom. As we continue our journey through Mario's most secret places, we'll discover how these hidden areas grew more complex and wonderful as the series evolved through new games and new technology. As we drift deeper into our journey through the Mushroom Kingdom, let's explore how the limits of early game systems shaped the hidden secrets we've come to love. The Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES for short, was a wonderful machine, but it could only remember so much at once. The small team making Super Mario Bros. Had to work within these tight bounds, which led to some clever tricks that made hidden areas possible. The NES could only show about 40 colors on screen at the same time. This meant that when designers wanted to create secret underground areas, they had to use simple, dark backgrounds with just a few colors. These limits weren't problems. They were chances to be creative. The simple blue and black colors of underground rooms made the bright red of Mario's outfit and the shining gold of coins stand out even more, making these hidden spaces feel special. The system also couldn't keep track of too many things moving at once. This is why many early hidden areas were quiet, peaceful places with fewer enemies. These calm spaces became perfect little breaks from the more busy main levels. Finding a secret room with just coins and maybe one or two friendly creatures felt like discovering a safe haven where you could catch your breath and gather treasures without rushing. Memory limits also meant that hidden areas needed to reuse parts from the main game in new ways. The same brick blocks, pipes, and question marks would appear, but arranged differently to create secret paths. The team became masters at using these few building blocks in surprising ways. A pipe that looked the same as any other might be the one that led to a hidden coin room. A brick that seemed just like all the others might be the only one you could break to find a secret passage. One of the most clever solutions came from these tight limits. Since the game couldn't store large, unique areas, the warp zones were born. These special rooms let players skip ahead several worlds, which was exciting, but they also saved precious memory space since the designers didn't need to create unique secret levels, just small rooms with pipes. What seemed like an amazing bonus feature was partly created because of technical needs. The small memory of the NES cartridges also meant that hidden music had to be simple. The underwater melody that played in many secret water areas used fewer notes and sounds than the main theme, but its gentle, bubbling tune made these hidden spots feel magical and different. The soft, echoing notes perfectly matched the blue, hidden grottos where treasure waited. Sound effects were especially important for hidden blocks. When Mario bumped an invisible block, the distinctive ding sound was clear feedback that you'd found something. This small sound cue was vital because the system couldn't show fancy visuals to mark hidden items. That simple sound has become one of gaming's most recognized audio clues, telling players, yes, you found something nobody can see. As game systems grew stronger, the hidden areas in Mario games grew bigger too. But there's something special about those first simple secrets. They weren't flashy or complex, just small, handcrafted spaces that rewarded curious players. The pipe transport system, born from technical needs, became one of gaming's most famous ways to move between areas. The simple green pipes are now known worldwide as doorways to secret places. The memory limits also meant that the original Super Mario Bros. Had exactly 256 screens total, including all hidden areas. This meant that every secret room was carefully placed to use the small space wisely. Some hidden areas were actually built into the same screens as main paths, just placed where normal play wouldn't reach them without special effort. As our voices grow even softer and our pace slows gently, think about how these early technical challenges shaped what we now see as classic design. Sometimes having fewer options leads to more creative solutions. The simple, clean design of early hidden areas with their limited colors, straightforward layouts, and reused elements created a special feeling that more complex modern games still try to capture. The hidden blocks, the secret pipes, the warp zones, all these beloved features were partly shaped by what the NES could and couldn't do. Yet these limits created a special kind of magic. There's something deeply satisfying about the clean, simple design of those first secret areas. As technology moved forward, the idea of hidden paths became less about technical needs and more about tradition, carrying forward the joy of discovery that began with those first simple secret rooms. The warm glow of finding an invisible block, the excitement of seeing what waits down a hidden pipe, these feelings have stayed with us through decades of gaming, all starting from creative solutions to the puzzle of making the most from limited technology. As we continue our peaceful journey through Mario's hidden worlds, we'll see how these humble beginnings grew into ever more elaborate secret paths as new hardware made new kinds of hidden wonders possible. As our journey continues, we drift toward the earliest appearances of truly hidden levels in Mario's world. The seeds of secret paths were planted in that very first Super Mario Bros. Game, but they bloomed into something more special with Super Mario Bros. 2. In this dreamlike adventure, players discovered the first mushroom houses hidden behind specific scenery. Finding these secret spots required keen eyes to notice the slight differences in certain walls or floors. Players who tap the A button in just the right place might reveal a door that most would walk right past. These first true hidden levels weren't just small rooms anymore, but whole playing areas with their own challenges and treasures. Imagine the feeling when players first discovered they could enter certain jars in Super Mario Bros. 2 to find subspace, an upside-down world where coins and power-ups waited for those clever enough to find the entrance. The blue doors to subspace were often tucked away in hard-to-reach corners, making their discovery feel earned and special. The joy of these discoveries spread through playgrounds and family rooms. Children would share their findings with friends, describing landmarks and counting steps to help others find these secret worlds. Go to World 1-3, jump on the 5th block from the left. Then, these verbal maps passed between players created a whole community of secret hunters long before online guides existed. When Super Mario Bros. 3 arrived, hidden levels took another big step forward. This beloved game introduced the first deliberately invisible blocks that could only be found by jumping in empty-looking spaces. More exciting were the first hidden whistles that could whisk Mario to the warp zone. Finding all 3 whistles became a quest within the main quest, a secret path that ran alongside the main adventure. Perhaps most magical was the first time players discovered they could walk behind the White Fortress in World 1's map screen. This simple trick revealed a hidden Hammer Brothers battle and showcased a new kind of secret, one that existed outside the normal levels altogether. Many young players gasped the first time they saw Mario walk behind what seemed like background scenery, breaking the rules of how games had worked before. Some hidden levels in Super Mario Bros. 3 were found by complete accident. Players who fell down certain pipes or jumped into specific corners might find themselves in rooms never meant to be seen. These were different from planned secrets. They were unexpected gaps in the game world that clever players stumbled upon. Nintendo's developers learned from these accidents and began to include more intentional hidden areas in future games. The impact of these hidden levels changed how people played games. No longer did players simply move from left to right, finishing each level as quickly as possible. Now they tapped on walls, jumped at empty spaces, and tried unusual moves in hopes of finding something special. Games became worlds to explore rather than just challenges to complete. Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo took hidden levels to new heights. This colorful adventure introduced the first secret exits, alternate ways to finish levels that unlocked entirely hidden paths on the world map. The yellow and red dots on completed levels told players there might be more to find, creating a gentle nudge toward exploration without giving away all the secrets. The Star World and Special World in Super Mario World were whole hidden sections of the game, with their own unique levels and challenges. Finding all the keys and secret exits needed to reach these worlds became the true goal for dedicated players. The feeling of making your way to the Special World and seeing its uniquely named levels, gnarly, tubular, way cool, was like joining a special club that only the most determined explorers could enter. These hidden worlds weren't just extra content, they changed how the main game looked. Players who completed the Special World would return to find the entire game transformed, with new enemies and visual changes. This reward for finding secrets went beyond points or power-ups. It created a whole new way to experience familiar places. As our voices grow even softer and our pace slows gently, let's remember the warm feeling of finding your first hidden Star Road exit in Super Mario World. The music would change, stars would sparkle around the screen, and suddenly a new path would appear on the map. These moments created lasting memories for players, the surprise and joy of finding something special that others might never see. Hidden levels evolved again with Super Mario 64, moving from flat 2D secrets to hidden areas in three-dimensional spaces. Players discovered paintings that could be jumped into only after collecting specific numbers of stars. Some walls could be walked through, revealing hidden rooms and bonus stages. The castle's endless staircase could be bypassed with a special trick jump, letting players reach areas they weren't supposed to visit yet. For many players, finding the slide hidden in the castle chimney in Super Mario 64 was a special moment. This secret was whispered about at school and shared between siblings, a hidden mini-game tucked away where many would never think to look. Nintendo had learned that players enjoyed the hunt almost as much as the discovery, and began hiding secrets in more creative places. Each new Mario game brought more elaborate hidden paths. Secret flags in New Super Mario Bros., hidden exit pipes in Super Mario Galaxy, and invisible platforms in Super Mario 3D World, all built on the foundation laid by those early NES secrets. What began as simple warp pipes had grown into entire hidden worlds, with their own rules and rewards. As we continue our peaceful journey towards sleep, think about how these hidden levels reflect our natural human love of discovery. There's something deeply satisfying about finding something that not everyone will see, about being clever enough to spot the small clues that lead to hidden treasures. These secret paths speak to something inside all of us, the joy of exploration and the thrill of finding what's hidden just out of sight. The evolution of hidden levels in Mario games shows us how a simple idea, rewarding curious players with secret areas, can grow and change over time. As we drift toward the next part of our story, we'll see how these hidden paths became more than just gameplay features. They became the secret heart of the Mushroom Kingdom, waiting patiently for players clever enough to find them. As we continue our gentle journey into the night, let's explore how the early Mario games built their hidden worlds. The secret places in these games weren't just random rooms. They were carefully planned spaces with their own special feel. From the very start, Nintendo's designers created a special language of secrets that players would come to understand through play. The first hidden areas often used pipes as doorways between the main world and secret spaces. These bright green pipes became a symbol that everyone could recognize, a sign that adventure might wait on the other side. The simple up and down motion of Mario entering a pipe gave players a moment of darkness, a brief pause before revealing what waited below. This small moment of mystery made finding secrets feel more magical, like stepping through a hidden door in your own home and finding a room you never knew existed. Underground areas in the early games had a distinct look that set them apart from the sunny main paths. The black backgrounds made the brick platform stand out, creating cave-like spaces that felt tucked away from the main world. The soft blue bricks used in these areas looked different from the brown blocks above ground, helping players know they had found somewhere special. This simple color change was a quiet way of saying you've left the normal path and found something hidden. Secret Sky areas took a different approach. The light blue backgrounds and white cloud platforms created open, airy spaces that felt like rewards. Climbing a hidden vine to reach these cloud worlds gave players a feeling of rising above the main game, discovering paths that floated beyond the reach of other players. The small mushroom platforms high in these sky areas often held extra lives or special items, making the journey upward feel worthwhile. Water areas added another kind of hidden world. The gentle blue backgrounds and the floating feeling of swimming created quiet, dreamy spaces. Hidden underwater caves often held air pockets where Mario could catch his breath, creating safe havens amid the challenges. The slower pace of movement underwater made these hidden areas feel like peaceful breaks from the running and jumping of normal gameplay. As Mario games grew more complex, designers added castle interiors with their own secrets. Dark stone walls and fiery traps made finding a hidden room in a castle feel especially rewarding, a safe spot amid danger. Small cracks in castle walls might hide entire bonus rooms, teaching players to look closely at their surroundings rather than rushing forward. The question block became the most famous symbol of secrets in Mario games. These shining blocks with white question marks told players something is hidden here. But the truly special design choice was the invisible block, a secret that looked like empty air until hit from below. These invisible blocks taught players that empty spaces might not be empty at all, encouraging jumps into seemingly useless areas just to check for hidden treasures. Door designs also played an important role in hidden areas. While most doors in Mario games look the same, a slightly different colored door or one with special markings might lead to a secret area. In Super Mario World, the keyhole exits used actual keyholes as portals to new paths, creating a clear visual sign that a new route had been unlocked. The sound design of hidden areas added to their special feeling. Underground spaces often had echoing versions of the main theme, making them sound distant and mysterious. The underwater music, with its gentle rhythm and bubbly sounds, created a calm feeling that matched the floating movement. Sky areas used higher notes and bell-like sounds to create an uplifting feeling that matched their position high above the main world. Hidden blocks had their own special sound, a bright, clear note that told players they'd found something invisible. This distinctive sound became so well known that players would recognize it instantly, an audio reward for their curiosity. The sound of a secret exit being unlocked, often with sparkles and a special musical flourish, gave players an immediate feeling of accomplishment. Color choices in hidden areas were never random. Gold was used for the most valuable secrets. From coins to special blocks, red often marked important items like the tops of power-up mushrooms. Green signaled paths and transportation, from pipes to vines. This color language helped players understand what they had found without needing words to explain it. The placement of enemies in hidden areas was also carefully planned. Many secret rooms had few or no enemies, making them feel like safe havens. Others placed enemies as guardians of valuable items, creating mini challenges to earn the final reward. The balance between safety and challenge in these areas made finding them feel special without making them too easy to complete. As our voices grow softer and our pace slows, think about how these design choices work together to create spaces that felt magical and rewarding. The simple visual clues, a different colored block, a plant growing from a pipe, a small gap in a wall, spoke directly to curious players, whispering, "Look closer, there's more to find." Secret areas often rewarded players with items they couldn't find elsewhere. The first Fireflower was hidden in a question block. Starmen were tucked away in hard-to-reach places. These special rewards made exploration feel worthwhile, giving players new abilities as a thank you for their curiosity. The most clever aspect of hidden area design was how it taught players to be explorers without using words. Rather than telling players to look for secrets, the game showed them. Finding one hidden block might lead to finding others. Discovering a hidden pipe encouraged checking other pipes. This gentle teaching through play created a generation of gamers who instinctively checked for secrets in every game they played afterward. As Mario games moved to new systems, these design principles remained at the heart of hidden areas. The green pipes of the NES days evolved into painting portals in Super Mario 64, but they served the same purpose: doorways to places out of sight. Question blocks became question coins in later games, but kept their role as markers of secrets. The visual language stayed consistent even as the games changed. As we drift closer to sleep, let's appreciate how these foundational design choices created a world that rewarded the curious and observant. The hidden rooms, alternate paths, and secret bonuses weren't just extra content. They were invitations to see the world differently, to look beyond the obvious path and find the magic tucked away in corners. This philosophy of rewarding exploration would grow and evolve as Mario's adventures continued, building on these early patterns to create ever more elaborate hidden worlds waiting to be found. As technology grew more powerful, the hidden environments in Mario games grew richer and more detailed. The simple secret rooms of the NES days began to transform into fully realized worlds with their own special feelings. Let's drift through these changing hidden spaces and see how they evolved across Mario's many adventures. When Super Mario World arrived on the Super Nintendo, hidden areas took a big leap forward. The system could show more colors at once, allowing secret rooms to have their own special look. The hidden ghost houses had soft purple backgrounds that made them feel spooky yet gentle. Finding the secret exits in these ghostly places required noticing small clues, perhaps a slightly different colored wall or a platform that seemed out of place. These subtle hints created a quiet conversation between the game designers and players who paid careful attention. The most magical hidden environment in Super Mario World was surely the Star Road. This secret path between worlds used star-shaped platforms floating against a night sky background. The stars twinkled softly, and special music played that was different from any other part of the game. Reaching this secret path made players feel like they had truly discovered something special. A highway of stars hidden above the main map that only the most curious explorers would ever see. As the years passed, the Nintendo 64 brought Mario into 3 dimensions, changing how hidden areas worked forever. Now secrets weren't just left and right. They could be above, below, behind walls, or tucked into corners of fully 3D spaces. In Super Mario 64, hidden areas might be rooms behind fake walls, or spaces that only appeared when standing in exactly the right spot. The castle itself was filled with secret slides, hidden caps, and rooms that only appeared after collecting certain stars. Perhaps the most peaceful hidden area in Super Mario 64 was a secret aquarium. Players who looked closely at a seemingly normal wall would discover they could swim through it into a quiet water-filled room with gentle music and colorful fish. This small, hidden space had no enemies or challenges, just a peaceful moment of beauty for those who found it. The soft, bubbling sounds and slow movement through water created a dreamy break from the running and jumping of the main game. When Super Mario Sunshine brought Mario to Isla Delfino, hidden areas changed again. The bright tropical setting allowed secret areas to play with light and shadow in new ways. Hidden caves behind waterfalls had cool blue lighting that contrasted with the warm sunshine outside. Secret beaches could only be reached by spraying certain walls with water to reveal passages. The game even hid entire levels inside small paintings, just like Mario 64, but with the improved graphics making these miniature worlds even more detailed. One of the most soothing, hidden areas in Sunshine was the secret hot springs in Pianta Village. Players who explored carefully would find steam rising from certain spots, hinting at warm waters below. Following these gentle steam trails led to peaceful, hot spring pools where Mario could rest and recover health. The soft steam effects and warm orange glow created a feeling of comfort and safety in these hidden spaces. The Galaxy games took hidden environments to new heights, literally among the stars. In Super Mario Galaxy, entire planets might be hidden behind others, invisible until the player changed their view. Some stars could only be found by spotting tiny distant lights and finding ways to reach them. The game used the vastness of space to hide secrets in plain sight, tucked away in the star-filled backgrounds. The most magical hidden areas in the Galaxy games were the secret trials. These special challenges were often hidden inside bubbles that looked just like decorations until approached. Inside these bubbles were perfect little self-contained worlds with their own rules and goals. The soft barrier between the main game and these secret challenges made finding them feel like discovering tiny universes within the larger game. As Mario returned to 2 dimensions in the new Super Mario Bros. Series, hidden areas became more playful. Secret exits might be hidden in walls that looked solid but could be passed through. Some hidden paths required players to stand on seemingly normal platforms for several seconds until they began to move. Others used light and shadow to hide doorways that were only visible when looking closely. These games taught players to question everything they saw, gently encouraging a curious approach to each level. The soft glow of hidden rooms in New Super Mario Bros. U created a warm, inviting feeling. Special gold-tinted secret areas held star coins and extra lives, their gentle shimmer drawing players toward them. Finding these golden rooms felt like discovering treasure caves, safe spaces filled with rewards for the observant player. The music in these areas would often change to a quieter, more peaceful version of the main theme, adding to the feeling of having found a special place. Super Mario 3D World brought new kinds of hidden areas with its mix of 2D and 3D gameplay. Clear pipes could lead to secret rooms that seemed impossible to reach from normal paths. Some hidden areas could only be found by using certain characters' special abilities, perhaps Luigi's high jump or Peach's floating ability. These character-specific secrets encourage players to see each level from different perspectives, adding layers of discovery to already familiar spaces. The most peaceful hidden areas in 3D World were the Sprixie Gardens. These secret flower-filled spaces had soft, dreamy music and gentle pastel colors. Butterflies would flutter around Mario as he explored these gardens, and the normal time limit would be extended, allowing for unhurried exploration. Finding one of these gardens felt like stepping into a quiet dream within the larger game. As we continue our gentle journey towards sleep, notice how these hidden environments evolved from simple rooms to fully realized worlds with their own feelings and stories. The technological improvements weren't just about better graphics. They allowed game designers to create spaces that felt truly secret and special. From the starry roads of Super Mario World to the bubble universes of Galaxy, hidden areas became more than just rewards. They became quiet moments of wonder tucked away from the main path. The care put into these hidden spaces shows how much Nintendo values the joy of discovery. Even in the newest Mario games, finding a secret path or hidden room brings that same warm feeling that the very first hidden pipe in Super Mario Bros. Created decades ago. As technology continues to improve, the hidden worlds of Mario games grow ever more detailed and magical, but they never lose that special feeling of having found something wonderful that others might miss. As we continue our gentle journey through the hidden wonders of the Mushroom Kingdom, let's turn our attention to how Mario himself has grown and changed in relation to these secret places. Our cheerful hero in red overalls has always had a special connection to the hidden parts of his world, and this relationship has deepened over the years. In the earliest games, Mario was a simple explorer. His basic jumping ability was all players needed to find most secrets. When Mario jumped and hit an invisible block, his surprised expression mirrored what players felt, a moment of unexpected discovery. His character was defined by curiosity, always willing to check what might be down a pipe or inside a block. This sense of wonder matched perfectly with players who were eager to see what might be hidden around the next corner. As Mario games evolved, our hero gained new abilities that changed how he interacted with hidden areas. In Super Mario Bros. 3, Mario could transform into Raccoon Mario by finding the hidden Super Leaf. With his new tail, he could fly to places that seemed out of reach before. This power-up revealed Mario's growing connection to secret areas. Now, he didn't just find them, but could use special powers to reach new hidden spaces. His ability to fly above the main path and find secret coin rooms in the clouds showed how the character was evolving along with the hidden world design. The relationship between Mario's abilities and hidden areas grew even stronger in Super Mario World. The Cape Feather allowed Mario to soar high above levels, discovering secrets that would be impossible to find on foot. His spin jump could break special blocks that normal jumps couldn't, revealing paths that others would miss. The game designers were showing us more about Mario's character. He wasn't just lucky enough to stumble upon secrets anymore, but skilled enough to reach places others couldn't. Perhaps the most telling evolution came in Super Mario 64, where Mario's personality really began to shine through his movements. His curious wahoo when jumping into paintings showed his excitement about exploring new places. When players guided Mario to look up at the ceiling in the castle, they might spot hidden stars or pathways that weren't visible otherwise. This simple ability to look around showed Mario as more aware of his surroundings, actively searching for secrets rather than finding them by accident. The relationships between Mario and other characters often played out in hidden areas too. In Super Mario Sunshine, Mario and Flood, his water-spraying backpack friend, work together to reveal invisible platforms or wash away grime-hiding secret entrances. This partnership showed a new side of Mario. He wasn't just a solo explorer anymore, but someone who could work with companions to find hidden wonders. The gentle conversations between Mario and Flood as they discovered new secret areas added warmth to their friendship. In the Galaxy games, we saw how Mario's brave spirit connected to the hidden paths among the stars. His willingness to launch himself into the unknown, perhaps toward a distant light that might be a hidden planet, showed his growing courage. When Mario found secret stars, his gentle smile and the way he reached out to collect them showed care and appreciation for these hidden treasures. The character wasn't just collecting items anymore. He was forming a relationship with the hidden parts of the universe he explored. As Mario's adventures continued, we began to see how his kindness connected to hidden areas too. In many games, secret rooms often held trapped Toads or other friends waiting to be rescued. The smile on Mario's face when freeing these hidden friends showed that finding secrets wasn't just about getting rewards for himself, it was about helping others who were tucked away out of sight. This aspect of his character grew stronger in later games, where many hidden paths led to opportunities to help others. The quiet determination in Mario's eyes when standing before a wall that might hide a secret passage tells us something important about his character. He doesn't give up easily, willing to try different approaches until he finds the way forward. This persistence mirrors what the games ask of players: to keep looking, keep trying new things, and trust that there's more to discover if you just keep searching. In Super Mario 3D World, we saw how different characters brought their own approaches to finding secrets. Luigi's higher jump could reach hidden blocks that Mario might miss. Peach could float across gaps to find hidden platforms. Toad's speed could get him to disappearing platforms before they vanished. These different abilities showed how the Mario universe had expanded to include many ways of exploring and discovering, each character bringing their own gifts to the search for hidden paths. The most touching evolution in Mario's character came in his reactions to finding truly special hidden areas. In earlier games, collecting a secret might just earn a simple animation, but as the series evolved, finding major secrets would be met with more joyful celebrations. Mario might do a special spin, the music might change to something more uplifting, or stars might sparkle around the screen. These moments of genuine happiness showed that even after decades of exploration, Mario still took pleasure in discovery. In games like Super Mario Odyssey, Mario's ability to capture other creatures with his hat created new ways to find secrets. Becoming a bullet bill could let him fly to distant platforms. Turning into a fish could let him explore underwater caves. This new power didn't just change gameplay, it showed Mario's growing ability to see the world from different perspectives, understanding that sometimes finding hidden paths requires looking through different eyes. As our voices grow softer and our story continues to unfold, consider how Mario's gentle curiosity mirrors our own as we explore these games. The small sound he makes when looking at something unusual, the way he tilts his head slightly when something seems out of place. These small character moments encourage us to pay attention to the little details that might lead to wonderful discoveries. Mario doesn't speak much in his games, but his actions tell us everything we need to know about his relationship with the hidden world around him. The careful way he tests suspicious walls, the excited way he dives into new pipes, the satisfied nod when finding a well-hidden coin. All these small moments build a character who loves exploration for its own sake. As we drift towards sleep, think about how Mario's evolution as a character has been intertwined with the hidden paths he finds. From a simple jumper to a multi-talented explorer with many ways to uncover secrets, his growth reflects our own journey as players, learning to look more carefully, try new approaches, and find joy in discovering what others might miss. This special connection between character and hidden worlds has created some of gaming's most magical moments. Quiet discoveries that feel personal and meaningful in ways that the main path alone never could. Beyond Mario himself, the Mushroom Kingdom is filled with helpful friends and curious creatures who play special roles in the discovery of hidden paths. These supporting characters often provide gentle guidance toward secret areas, creating a world that feels alive with helpers and hints for those who pay attention. Toad has been one of Mario's most faithful friends since the beginning. In early games, these small mushroom people with red spotted caps would wait in castles to thank Mario, but as the series evolved, Toads took on new roles as guides to hidden places. In Super Mario Bros. 3, Toad houses contain mini-games that could award rare items. Finding these houses, often hidden on the map, required careful exploration. The toads inside would wave happily when Mario entered, excited to share their secrets with someone who had made the effort to find them. In later games, toads became even more connected to hidden paths. In New Super Mario Bros. U, certain toads would peek out from behind scenery, their small eyes and the top of their caps barely visible. Players who spotted these shy friends could interact with them to reveal hidden blocks or passages. These hiding toads created a gentle hide-and-seek game within the main adventure, rewarding observant players with both friendship and secrets. Captain Toad took this connection even further, starring in his own puzzle sections hidden throughout Super Mario 3D World. These special stages could only be found by careful exploration, often tucked away in corners that most players would run past. The cheerful way Captain Toad would wave to Mario upon being discovered created a warm feeling of connection, as if this small friend had been waiting patiently, hoping someone would find his hidden challenge. Yoshi, Mario's faithful dinosaur friend, has a special relationship with hidden areas that began in Super Mario World. This gentle green dinosaur could use his long tongue to reach items that seemed out of reach, revealing secrets that Mario alone could never find. His ability to flutter jump allowed him to reach high platforms where hidden doors or coins might be waiting. The happy sound Yoshi makes when discovering something special, a soft, musical chirp, adds to the feeling of joy that comes with exploration. In Super Mario Sunshine, Yoshi eggs were often hidden in hard-to-reach places. Finding one of these eggs and hatching it would reveal a Yoshi of different colors, each with special abilities that could help find even more secrets. The blue Yoshi could spit juice that revealed invisible platforms, creating paths to areas that seemed impossible to reach. The way Yoshi would nuzzle against Mario after being found showed a bond of friendship that made discovering these hidden friends feel especially meaningful. Even the enemies in Mario games sometimes help guide players towards secrets. In many games, a line of coins might lead toward a wall that doesn't look special, but the presence of a shy Koopa Troopa nearby, pacing back and forth as if guarding something, hints that the wall might hide a passage. These small behavioral clues from enemies turn the whole world into a subtle treasure map for those who watch carefully. The boos, those shy, ghost enemies who cover their faces when Mario looks at them, often guard the most mysterious hidden paths. In several games, following a boo might lead to a secret door or hidden key. Their habit of vanishing through walls serves as a gentle hint that not all walls are solid. The soft, echoing laugh of a boo disappearing into what seems like a normal wall has guided many players to discover passages they would otherwise miss. Some of the most helpful guides to hidden areas are the smallest creatures in the Mario universe. In several games, butterflies flutter around certain spots that contain secrets. These delicate creatures with gently glowing wings might circle an ordinary-looking bush that actually hides a warp pipe, or gather around a patch of ground that can be ground-pounded to reveal a hidden room. Their quiet beauty draws the eye, a subtle invitation to look more closely at areas that might otherwise be passed by. Birds in many Mario games serve similar roles, perching on invisible blocks or flying in patterns that lead toward hidden areas. In Super Mario Odyssey, certain birds will fly away from Mario and toward hidden moon collectibles if watched carefully. The soft rustling of feathers and gentle chirping sounds provide audio clues that complement the visual hints, creating a multi-sensory path toward discovery. Some of the most beloved hidden helpers are the Lumas from the Galaxy games. These star-shaped friends often hide in plain sight, appearing as ordinary stars in the background until approached. When Mario draws near, they transform into their true forms with a gentle twinkling sound, often revealing paths to secret areas or offering help in reaching distant planets. Their soft, glowing appearance, and the way they spin happily when discovered creates a feeling of making a new friend with each secret found. In Paper Mario games, many hidden paths are revealed by characters that most games would treat as background elements. A single blade of grass that looks slightly different from those around it might actually be a hidden friend waiting to be spoken to. A seemingly ordinary rock might have tiny eyes that blink occasionally, hinting that it's actually a friendly creature who can point the way to a secret passage if approached. These small details reward players who take the time to really look at the world around them, treating every element as potentially special. Perhaps the most mysterious guides to hidden areas are the star spirits and similar mystical beings that appear throughout the series. These higher powers often leave subtle signs of their presence, a gentle sparkle in the air, a brief flash of light, or a soft sound that seems to come from nowhere. Following these mystical hints has led players to some of the most magical hidden areas in the Mario universe, places that seem to exist between the normal world and something more wondrous. As our voices grow even softer and we drift further towards sleep, consider how these supporting characters create a world where secrets don't feel random, but rather like gifts left by friends for those who take the time to look. The way a toad might peek out from behind a pipe, a Yoshi egg might gleam slightly in a dark corner, or a small Luma might twinkle in the distance. These small moments of connection make finding hidden paths feel like being welcomed into a special community of secret keepers. The gentle guidance offered by these friends and creatures turns exploration into a conversation between the game and the player. It's as if the entire Mushroom Kingdom is playing a friendly game of hot and cold, offering warmer and warmer hints as the player gets closer to discovering something wonderful. This subtle cooperation between the player and the game world creates some of the most peaceful moments in gaming. Quiet discoveries guided by friends who seem genuinely happy that you found them and the secrets they protect. At the heart of discovering hidden areas in Mario games are the simple actions that reveal them. These basic movements form a gentle language between the player and the game, creating peaceful moments of discovery through familiar motions. Let's explore these fundamental ways of finding secrets as our journey continues to guide us toward restful sleep. Jumping has always been Mario's most basic ability, and it remains the primary way to find many hidden paths. The simple act of pressing a button to make Mario leap into the air can reveal invisible blocks that appear only when struck from below. There's something deeply satisfying about this discovery, the empty space that suddenly becomes solid, revealing coins or power-ups with a soft musical tone. This basic action teaches players to see empty space as full of possibilities, encouraging them to jump in areas that seem to have nothing special. In Super Mario Bros., players quickly learn that jumping at certain ceiling areas might reveal blocks invisible to the eye. The gentle ding sound of finding these blocks became a reward for curiosity. As games evolved, this simple mechanic remained, with Super Mario 3D World hiding entire platforms that only appeared when jumped into. The feeling of taking a leap of faith into empty air and landing on suddenly visible blocks creates a moment of quiet joy, a small act of trust rewarded with discovery. Ground pounding became another key way to find secrets when it was introduced in Super Mario 64. By pressing buttons to make Mario jump and then slam down, players could break certain floor sections or activate hidden switches. The satisfying thump sound and small dust cloud that appeared made each ground pound feel meaningful. Some ground pounds revealed hidden stars, while others opened new paths forward. This action taught players to pay attention to slight differences in floor textures or colors that might hint at breakable sections. In Super Mario Sunshine, the gentle spray of water from Fua Liu Diu Di became a new way to reveal hidden elements. By washing away grime or painting from walls, invisible doors or platforms might appear. The soft sound of water and the gradual revealing of what lay beneath created a soothing process of discovery. Players learned to spray water on unusual wall markings or suspicious dark patches, watching as secrets emerged bit by bit rather than all at once. This gradual revelation created a different kind of satisfaction, the reward of patient exploration rather than sudden discovery. Wall jumping evolved into a key secret finding technique in several games. By jumping against certain walls and then pressing away at the right moment, Mario could climb up to areas that seemed unreachable. This slightly more complex movement created a peaceful rhythm. Jump, touch wall, jump again, that felt like solving a small puzzle with your fingers. Finding a hidden alcove or passage through wall jumping brought a feeling of cleverness, as if you had found a way to bend the rules of the game world. In the Paper Mario series, the hammer became an important tool for uncovering secrets. Gently tapping suspicious bulges in walls or strange-looking trees might reveal hidden doors or items. The soft tap-tap sound of the hammer created a different feeling from the more energetic jumps or ground pounds. A careful, deliberate exploration rather than an acrobatic discovery. This mechanic encouraged players to take their time, tapping different elements of the environment with a curious spirit. Swimming underwater opened up entire hidden worlds in many Mario games. The slower, floating movement underwater created a dreamy feeling, with secrets often hidden in bubbles or caves that required careful exploration to find. The gentle bubbling sounds and slower pace of underwater sections made finding secrets here feel especially peaceful. Quiet discoveries made while drifting through blue waters, with softer music playing to match the underwater environment. The spin jump, introduced in Super Mario World, could break special blocks that normal jumps couldn't affect. The twirling motion and distinctive whooshing sound made this action feel special, set apart from regular gameplay. When a spin jump revealed a hidden path or item, it created a feeling of having used the right tool for the job, a satisfying moment of connection between player action and game response. In Super Mario Galaxy, the simple act of pointing at star bits or certain objects could reveal hidden elements. This gentle, non-action, just holding still and directing attention rather than moving, created yet another way of finding secrets. Sometimes, simply pointing at a strange formation of stars would cause them to connect, forming a new path forward. This mechanic rewarded careful observation over quick movement, creating peaceful moments of simply looking closely at the beautiful star-filled environments. The long jump, performed by crouching before jumping, could reach distant platforms that might hide secret areas. The extended, floating feeling of the long jump created a sense of graceful movement, with Mario sailing through the air toward a destination that ordinary players might never reach. Landing on a far platform and finding a hidden door or item created a feeling of having made an extra effort that was worthwhile. Wall sliding became another way to discover secrets in newer Mario games. By holding against certain walls, Mario would slowly slide down, sometimes revealing hidden blocks or passages that could only be activated during this specific movement. The quiet scratching sound of sliding and the slower pace created a moment of tension and release when a secret was found, the wall that seemed solid suddenly opening to reveal something special inside. In Super Mario Odyssey, the hat throw mechanic opened up new ways to find secrets. By throwing Cappy at unusual objects or suspicious areas, players might reveal hidden passages or collectibles. The gentle spinning of the hat and its return to Mario created a feeling of sending out a question and receiving an answer, a conversation between player and game world through this simple action. As our voices grow even softer and our words slow down, think about how these fundamental mechanics create a special kind of communication. The game designers at Nintendo created worlds where simple movements, jumping, pounding, spraying, sliding, became a vocabulary for asking questions about the environment. Is there something hidden here? What happens if I try this? The gentle responses, a new path appearing, a coin revealing itself, a door sliding open, answer these questions with small moments of magic. This language of movement and discovery creates some of gaming's most peaceful pleasures. There's a special kind of joy in the simple press of a button leading to an unexpected find, a joy that doesn't require fast reflexes or complex strategies, just curiosity and attention. As we continue our journey towards sleep, appreciate how these basic gameplay mechanics have created countless quiet moments of wonder for players around the world, turning simple actions into doorways to hidden wonders. The beauty of these core gameplay mechanics is that they remain accessible to everyone, from young children to grandparents picking up a controller for the first time. The universal nature of curiosity, the desire to see what's around the corner or inside the box, connects us all through these games, creating shared moments of discovery that feel both personal and universal at the same time. Beyond the basic ways of finding secrets, the Mario series has developed more complex and layered approaches to hidden areas. These sophisticated design elements create deeper experiences for players, rewarding those who look beyond the first level of secrets to find treasures hidden within treasures. As we continue our gentle journey towards sleep, let's explore these more intricate hidden paths. One of the most beautiful aspects of advanced secret design is the concept of secrets within secrets. In Super Mario World, finding a key and keyhole might open a secret exit, leading to a hidden level on the map. But within that hidden level might be yet another secret exit, leading to an even more hidden path. This layered approach creates a feeling of depth, as if the Mushroom Kingdom has endless layers of wonder for those patient enough to keep looking. The Star Road might seem like the ultimate secret, but it contained its own hidden exits, leading to the special zone. A secret within a secret that only the most dedicated explorers would find. These nested secrets create a special kind of joy. Finding the first hidden path brings happiness. But discovering that this path itself contains further secrets creates a deeper satisfaction, a feeling that your curiosity has been truly rewarded. The soft aha moment of realizing that what seemed like the end of a journey is actually just the beginning of a deeper adventure brings a peaceful sense of wonder about what else might be waiting to be found. Many Mario games use what designers call possibility spaces, areas that seem unusual or stand out slightly from their surroundings, hinting that something special might be possible there. Perhaps a section of wall has a slightly different texture, or a group of coins forms an arrow pointing toward what seems like a solid wall. These subtle clues create quiet conversations between the game designers and attentive players, rewarding those who notice small details with meaningful discoveries. In Super Mario 64, the painting portals themselves contain multiple layers of secrets. Jumping into the same painting with different numbers of stars would reveal different levels or challenges. This elegant design taught players that the same entrance could lead to different experiences depending on their preparation or approach. The quiet wisdom in this design mirrors life itself. Returning to familiar places with new abilities often reveals depths we couldn't see before. The designers at Nintendo became masters at creating what they called eureka moments, instances where players would suddenly understand a pattern or possibility that had been visible all along. In Super Mario Galaxy, Certain star-shaped patterns might appear in several levels before a player realized they could be activated by standing in the center. When this realization dawned, previous areas could be revisited with new understanding, revealing secrets that had been waiting patiently all along. These moments of revelation create a gentle sense of growth. The game hasn't changed, but the player's perception has expanded, allowing them to see opportunities that were always present. This mirrors the peaceful wisdom of growing older and seeing the world with more experienced eyes, finding beauty and possibility in places that seemed ordinary before. Hidden areas in Mario games often create meaningful risk and reward scenarios, asking players to make choices about whether to pursue secrets or continue on the main path. In Super Mario 3D World, star medals might be placed in positions that required stepping off a safe platform or taking a path that seemed dangerous. These small moments of decision, do I play it safe or take a chance on finding something special, create meaningful player experiences that feel personal and significant. The psychology behind these designs shows deep understanding of human curiosity. Nintendo's designers recognized that players feel most satisfied when they discover secrets through their own observation and choices rather than being directly told where to look. This understanding led to increasingly sophisticated hint systems that guided without commanding, suggested without instructing. A trail of coins might curve toward a seemingly solid wall, or butterflies might gather near a hidden entrance. These subtle clues honor the player's intelligence while still providing gentle guidance. One of the most elegant designs involves teaching without tutorials. Rather than displaying text, explaining that certain blocks can be broken with specific moves, games might place such a block in a simple location early in the game, allowing players to discover its properties through experimentation. Once this knowledge is gained, players can apply it in more complex situations later. This organic learning creates a feeling of growing mastery without breaking the peaceful flow of play with formal instructions. As our voices grow even softer and our words slow further, consider how these designs create experiences that stay with players long after the game is turned off. The quiet satisfaction of figuring out a complex secret through patient observation creates memories that feel earned rather than given. These moments become personal stories. I noticed something strange about that wall and discovered a whole hidden world, rather than shared experiences that everyone has in exactly the same way. The most sophisticated secret designs create what game designers call foreshadowing and payoff. Early in a game, players might notice an unreachable platform or strange marking, creating a gentle question in their minds. Hours later, after gaining new abilities or knowledge, the player might remember that spot and return to it, finding that it now reveals its purpose. This long arc design creates a satisfying connection between past and present play, rewarding memory and attention across the entire game experience. In Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door, certain walls would crack slightly when hit, suggesting they could be broken but not revealing how. Only after gaining new abilities later in the game could players return to these spots and break through. The small visual detail of the crack served as both a promise and a mystery, creating a quiet thread connecting different parts of the adventure. The Galaxy games use subtle camera movements to hint at secrets. The view might briefly pan toward a hidden area during certain movements, creating a fleeting glimpse of something special before returning to the main view. These momentary reveals were easy to miss if players weren't paying careful attention, but created rewarding discoveries for those who noticed these quiet suggestions to look more closely at certain areas. Some of the most beautiful secret designs involve what might be called environmental storytelling. In Super Mario Odyssey, certain hidden rooms contain objects or scenes that hint at stories about the world and its inhabitants. Finding a hidden room with a small table set for tea with cookies suggests that someone uses this secret space regularly. These small narrative moments make the world feel alive and lived in, as if secrets exist not just for the player, but as natural parts of a world where others also seek quiet, special places. As we drift ever closer to sleep, appreciate how these more complex approaches to hidden areas create experiences that feel meaningful on multiple levels. The basic joy of finding a secret coin or power-up brings immediate happiness, but discovering an entire hidden world with its own rules and treasures creates a deeper sense of wonder. The most sophisticated hidden paths in Mario games don't just reward quick reflexes or memorization, they honor curiosity, attention, and the human desire to look beyond obvious paths to find something truly special. These layered discoveries mirror our own journey through life, finding that what we thought were endings are often new beginnings, that familiar places can reveal new aspects when approached with fresh eyes, and that sometimes the most meaningful treasures are found not by rushing forward, but by pausing to look more carefully at the world around us. This peaceful wisdom, embedded in the design of Mario's hidden paths, may guide us toward dreams filled with wonder and discovery. The careful design of levels in Mario games creates perfect places for hidden secrets to rest. Let's explore how Nintendo's designers craft these spaces to welcome players while hiding special treasures in just the right spots. As our story continues to unfold in gentle tones, we'll see how level design creates the perfect hiding places for Mario's many secrets. When designing levels with hidden areas, Nintendo's creators think carefully about pacing, how quickly or slowly players move through different parts of a level. The first few moments of a level are usually straightforward, allowing players to get comfortable with the basic movement and challenges. This gentle start creates a safe space where players can begin looking around without feeling rushed. Only after this calm beginning do hidden paths start to appear, tucked away in spots that reward those who pause to look around. In Super Mario Bros. 3, the first few steps of World 1-1 are simple and clear, but just a little further in, attentive players might notice a white block they can stand on to slide behind the black background. This pattern appears throughout Mario games, a simple, welcoming entrance followed by carefully placed secrets that don't overwhelm new players but reward the curious. The way difficulty increases in Mario levels also creates perfect places for secrets. Rather than making games steadily harder from start to finish, designers create what they call difficulty curves, patterns of challenge that rise and fall like gentle hills. After a challenging section with many jumps or enemies, levels often include a quieter area where players can catch their breath. These peaceful spots are perfect places to hide secrets, giving observant players a special reward during their moment of rest. In Super Mario World, after navigating a section with many Koopa Troopas, players might find themselves in a calmer area with few enemies. These breathing spaces often contain pipes or blocks that lead to hidden coin rooms or one-up mushrooms. The timing feels natural, a reward for making it through the challenge, discovered during a moment when players have the space to look around without pressure. Some of the most clever level design involves teaching players about hidden areas without using any words. Early levels might place a secret in an obvious location, using coins or other visual clues to draw attention to it. After players discover this first secret, later levels can use similar patterns, but make them slightly harder to spot. This creates a gentle learning curve for secret finding that grows along with the player's skills. In Super Mario 3D World, early levels might show a clear path of coins leading to a hidden block. Once players learn to follow coin trails, later levels use more subtle coin arrangements that suggest rather than show where secrets might be. This natural teaching through play feels like having a kind friend who starts by showing you exactly where to look, then gradually trusts you to find things with less help. The placement of obstacles, rewards, and secrets follows careful patterns that create satisfying discovery moments. Secrets are often hidden just past small challenges, creating a feeling that you've earned the discovery through clever play. A row of flying enemies might guard a pipe that leads to a bonus room, or a tricky jump might be required to reach a door hidden in a high corner. These small tests make finding the secret feel meaningful rather than random. In New Super Mario Bros. U, reaching a hidden cloud level requires noticing a suspicious vine and climbing it at just the right moment. This extra step beyond simply finding the entrance creates a special feeling of accomplishment. You not only spotted the secret, but proved your skill to access it. Hidden areas are also placed to create emotional moments for players. After a particularly difficult section, finding a hidden room full of coins or power-ups creates a feeling of relief and joy. Some secrets are placed in spots where players who are struggling might need them most. A hidden one-up mushroom placed where many players might have lost a life, or a secret power-up before a boss battle. This thoughtful placement shows how level designers care about the player's journey, providing help in moments of need through secrets that feel like special gifts. In Super Mario Sunshine, the challenging secret levels, where FLUDD is taken away, often contain hidden blue coins in spots where players might pause to plan their next move. Finding these treasures during a moment of thinking creates a pleasant surprise that rewards careful observation during difficult challenges. Level designers also use what they call negative space, areas that seem empty or unused at first glance. These spaces draw natural curiosity, making players wonder, why is there nothing here? This subtle technique guides players towards secrets without obvious signposts. A section of wall with no decorations, a ceiling that's slightly higher than usual, or a corner with extra room might all suggest places worth investigating. In Super Mario 64, the castle's empty corners often contain secrets. The large room with the paintings feels like it should fill the entire castle from the outside, but careful exploration reveals extra spaces tucked into corners, places that shouldn't exist based on the apparent size. These architectural curiosities naturally draw players to explore, leading to hidden stars or secret slides. As our voices grow even softer and our pace slows further, let's consider how level design connects secret areas to create emotional experiences. The feeling of spotting something unusual, investigating it, and discovering a hidden path creates a special kind of joy. This cycle of curiosity, exploration, and reward taps into something deeply human, the satisfaction of solving a mystery through our own observation. The most masterful level design makes finding secrets feel like a conversation between the player and designer. The designer leaves subtle clues, perhaps coins arranged in a suspicious pattern, or a small visual detail that doesn't quite match its surroundings. The player notices these hints and investigates, finding the secret that was waiting patiently to be discovered. This silent exchange creates a feeling of connection across time and space, as if the designer is gently smiling as you find what they've hidden for you to discover. In Super Mario Galaxy, small star-shaped patterns on the ground might be easy to miss, but players who notice and stand in the center are rewarded with launch stars to new areas. These subtle markings create a feeling of being specially observant, seeing patterns that casual players might walk right past. The timing of secrets within levels follows natural rhythms that feel satisfying. Secrets aren't placed randomly, but appear at moments that feel right. After completing a challenge, when exploring a new area, or just when the pace of play naturally slows. This thoughtful timing makes discoveries feel like they happen at just the right moment, neither too soon nor too late in the player's journey through the level. As we drift ever closer to sleep, imagine the care put into placing each hidden block, pipe, and doorway in Mario's world. Level designers think about how players move, where their eyes naturally look, and what will create moments of delight when discovered. This careful attention turns finding secrets from simple collection into meaningful moments of connection between player and game, between curiosity and reward, between the visible world and the hidden spaces waiting just beyond. The gentle wisdom in this design philosophy mirrors peaceful truths about life itself, that looking a little closer at familiar surroundings often reveals wonders we hadn't noticed before, that quiet observation is often rewarded in unexpected ways, and that the joy of discovery is one of life's most simple yet profound pleasures. As we continue our journey toward dreams, carry these quiet lessons from Mario's hidden places, that the world contains more magic than we first see, waiting patiently for those who take the time to look more closely. The way we hold the controller and press its buttons creates a special connection between our hands and Mario's world of secrets. This physical link between player and game adds another layer to finding hidden places, making discoveries feel personal and real. As our journey continues toward peaceful sleep, let's explore how the feel of control shapes our experience of hidden areas. From the very beginning, the simple NES controller created a direct connection to Mario's movements. The smooth, plastic cross-shaped directional pad under the left thumb guided Mario left and right, while the A button under the right thumb made him jump. This simple arrangement created a natural feeling: left hand for direction, right hand for action. When players pressed the A button and heard the distinctive sound of Mario hitting an invisible block, the physical press of the button and the discovery in the game linked together, creating a moment where real movement led to virtual discovery. The controller would sometimes provide gentle feedback when secrets were near. In Super Mario Bros. 3, pressing the directional pad against certain walls might reveal that Mario could walk behind them into hidden areas. The slight resistance of the directional pad pushing against the wall, followed by the surprise of seeing Mario move through what looked solid, created a physical sensation of discovery. You could feel the moment when the boundary between visible and hidden worlds was crossed. As controllers evolved, the feeling of finding secrets evolved too. The SNES controller added X and Y buttons, creating new possibilities. In Super Mario World, holding the spin jump button created a whirling sound and motion that felt different from a regular jump. When this special jump broke blocks that normal jumps couldn't, the physical act of pressing and holding the button matched the extra effort Mario was making in the game. The longer button press for a more powerful action created a satisfying connection between hand and game. The Nintendo 64 controller brought a major change with its analog stick. Unlike the digital directional pad that only sensed up, down, left, or right, the analog stick could detect slight movements in any direction. This new control method created new ways to find secrets. Gently tilting the stick just a little bit might make Mario tiptoe, allowing players to carefully edge along narrow paths that led to hidden areas. The physical feeling of a light touch on the stick matching Mario's careful movement created a deeper sense of control and discovery. The Rumble feature, first introduced in the Nintendo 64's Rumble Pak, added another physical dimension to finding secrets. In some games, the controller would vibrate gently when Mario walked over hidden items or near secret entrances. This subtle shaking in your hands created an intuitive guidance system. The game could literally reach out and touch you, whispering, "Look closer here," through physical sensation rather than visual clues. The soft vibration felt like the game sharing a secret directly with your hands. Different controllers change how secrets felt to discover. The GameCube controller's unique button layout and shapes created distinct physical memories for different actions. The large A button surrounded by smaller B, X, and Y buttons meant that jumping always felt central and important, the main way to interact with the world. The satisfying click of pressing the Z button to ground pound in Super Mario Sunshine connected the sharp sound and feeling with the impact of Mario hitting the ground, possibly revealing a hidden blue coin or entrance. The Wii Remote brought whole body movement into Mario's world. Shaking the remote to make Mario spin in Super Mario Galaxy created a natural connection between your motion and his. When this spinning revealed hidden star bits or activated launch stars, the physical shake of your wrist directly connected to the discovery in the game. This whole body involvement made finding secrets feel more immersive. Your entire arm participated in the moment of discovery rather than just your fingers. The touch screens on the DS and 3DS created yet another way to physically connect with hidden areas. In New Super Mario Bros., tapping suspicious blocks on the touchscreen might reveal hidden coins or paths. The direct contact of finger to screen removed a layer of separation between player and game, making the act of touching the virtual world feel more immediate and real. The gentle tap of a fingertip revealing a secret created an intimate connection to discovery, as if you were reaching into Mario's world and touching its hidden elements directly. Controllers also created different feelings based on how much force was needed for different actions. The soft press of a button to make Mario walk contrasted with the firmer press to run, creating a physical sense of effort that matched the actions on screen. When running at full speed allowed Mario to break through certain blocks or reach platforms that led to secret areas, the physical sensation of pressing harder on the button matched the extra effort needed to find the secret. This harmony between physical input and virtual result made discoveries feel natural and earned. The Switch Joy-Cons combined many of these elements, allowing for button presses, motion controls, and rumble feedback. In Super Mario Odyssey, the gentle vibration when Cappy approached a hidden moon created a subtle guidance system felt in the hands. The option to play with detached Joy-Cons, one in each hand, created a free-floating feeling that matched Cappy's ability to explore spaces Mario couldn't reach directly. This physical freedom mirrored the game's emphasis on exploration and discovery from new angles. As our voices grow softer still and our words continue to slow, consider how different controllers shaped memories of finding secrets. Many players can still feel the exact button combination that revealed their favorite hidden area. The precise pressure of a jump followed by a quick change of direction, or the careful balance of an analog stick to walk along a narrow hidden path. These physical memories stay with us long after games are turned off, connecting our real-world movements to magical discoveries in Mario's world. The most peaceful discoveries often came from the gentlest controls. In many Mario games, simply standing still in certain spots might reveal secrets. The physical act of not pressing buttons, of being still and patient, could be rewarded with the appearance of a hidden coin or platform. This lesson in stillness, taught through the controller, offered wisdom that extended beyond the game. Sometimes not acting is itself an action, and patience often reveals what rushing past would miss. Different players develop their own physical approaches to finding secrets. Some would hold controllers close to their bodies when exploring suspicious areas, as if bringing themselves physically closer to the screen could help spot hidden paths. Others developed habits, like gently tapping directional buttons near walls that might hide passages, creating their own physical rituals of discovery. These personal connections between hand and game made each player's journey through hidden areas feel uniquely their own. As we drift ever closer to sleep, Feel the weight of the controller in your hands, real or remembered. The physical connection between our movements and Mario's world creates a bridge between reality and imagination. Through this bridge, the joy of discovering hidden paths becomes more than just seeing something on a screen. It becomes a full sensory experience, connecting mind, eye, and hand in moments of quiet wonder as the visible world reveals its hidden treasures to those patient enough to look and skilled enough to press the right buttons at the right moments. Special items and power-ups have always been at the heart of Mario's adventures, and many of the most magical ones are hidden away in secret areas. These treasures transform Mario and open new paths forward, creating wonderful moments of discovery. As our journey continues toward peaceful sleep, let's explore these special items and how they connect to the hidden corners of the Mushroom Kingdom. The very first power-up, the Super Mushroom, established a pattern that would continue throughout the series. These red and white spotted mushrooms were often tucked away inside question blocks, requiring a gentle jump to reveal. The simple joy of hitting a block and seeing a mushroom emerge created an immediate bond between players and the game's hidden treasures. The way the mushroom would slide along platforms, sometimes falling off edges before being caught, gave these items a life of their own. They felt like living things rather than just objects. The fire flower, with its bright red and yellow colors, took this concept further. Often hidden in more difficult to reach blocks, this special flower transformed Mario's abilities completely, allowing him to throw fireballs that could defeat enemies normally invulnerable to jumping. Finding a fire flower hidden in a secret area created a feeling of special power, not just growing larger, but gaining a new way to interact with the world. The warm colors of the flower and the gentle bouncing animation as it emerged from blocks made it feel like a living gift from the game to the player. Some of the most magical hidden items were the warp whistles in Super Mario Bros. 3. These special treasures were tucked away in carefully hidden rooms or behind special blocks that required specific actions to reveal. Finding all 3 whistles became a quiet quest within the main adventure, rewarding curious players with the ability to travel to any world. The soft sound the whistle made when used, a gentle rising melody, created a peaceful moment of transition as the game's map swirled and a new destination appeared. The Cape Feather in Super Mario World created one of the most soothing mechanics in any Mario game. Hidden in special blocks or secret areas, this yellow feather would float gently down when released, requiring careful timing to catch. Once obtained, it gave Mario the power of flight, allowing players to soar above levels with a calm gliding motion that felt like peaceful dreaming. The quiet whooshing sound of cape flight and the gentle back and forth swaying as Mario descended slowly created a truly peaceful way to explore the game's many secrets. Hidden items weren't just about gaining new powers, they also created moments of abundance and joy. Coin rooms, often hidden behind false walls or down secret pipes, contained dozens or even hundreds of shining coins for Mario to collect. The soft ping of each coin being gathered, combined with the golden glow filling the screen, created a feeling of discovering a treasure cave. These hidden rooms offered a moment of pure collection without enemies or dangers, a peaceful break from the main adventure filled with the simple pleasure of gathering shining objects. In Super Mario 64, the red caps hidden in special blocks throughout the castle granted unique powers when worn. The metal cap turned Mario silver and allowed him to walk underwater, while the vanish cap made him partially transparent and able to pass through certain walls. These special items were often hidden in rooms that could only be accessed with specific numbers of stars, creating layers of secrets, hidden items within already hidden areas. The shimmering effect as Mario transformed created a magical moment, turning an ordinary character into something extraordinary through the power of discovery. The best hidden items often created new ways to find even more secrets. The blue shells in New Super Mario Bros. Allowed Mario to slide through narrow passages, often revealing rooms that couldn't be accessed any other way. The P-switch, when pressed, would turn blocks into coins and coins into blocks, revealing paths that weren't visible before. These items created chain reactions of discovery. Finding one secret led directly to finding others, creating a flowing river of exploration rather than isolated moments. Some of the most peaceful power-ups were those that removed dangers rather than adding abilities. The Starman, with its rainbow flashing colors and cheerful invincibility music, turned tense moments into carefree ones. Often hidden in hard-to-reach blocks or secret rooms, finding a Starman felt like discovering a brief vacation from the game's challenges. The gentle, twinkling sound as Mario touched it, followed by the upbeat melody as he became temporarily invincible, created a joyful moment of freedom. The Yoshi egg, first introduced in Super Mario World, created one of the most meaningful hidden discoveries. These speckled eggs were often tucked away in difficult-to-reach areas, requiring careful exploration to find. When collected, they would hatch into friendly dinosaurs that Mario could ride, offering new movement abilities and protection from enemies. The gentle sound of a Yoshi egg cracking open, followed by the happy bum sound as Yoshi appeared, created a moment of friendship emerging from exploration, finding not just an item but a companion. Items hidden in underwater areas had their own special quality. Air bubbles that restored Mario's breath meter while swimming were often tucked away in corners of underwater caves, creating moments of relief and allowing further exploration. The soft, bubbling sound as these air pockets were collected matched the dreamy, blue environment, adding to the peaceful underwater atmosphere while providing a vital resource for continued adventure. As our voices grow ever softer and our pace continues to slow, consider how the mini mushroom from New Super Mario Bros. Created new perspectives on familiar spaces. This tiny blue mushroom, often hidden in hard-to-spot blocks, would shrink Mario to a fraction of his normal size. This change in scale allowed him to enter tiny pipes and doorways that were invisible or inaccessible at normal size. The high-pitched sound effects that accompanied Mini Mario and the gentle floating quality of his jumps created a dreamlike feeling of seeing a familiar world from an entirely new perspective. The Super Acorn from Super Mario 3D World, hidden in special blocks throughout the game, transformed characters into flying squirrel forms that could glide and cling to walls. The soft whooshing sound as characters glided through the air and the gentle visual effect of their ears and tails fluttering in the breeze created a peaceful sensation of controlled flight. Finding this power-up hidden in a secret area opened new ways to explore, allowing players to reach distant platforms with a calm, floating movement that felt like drifting on air. The musical notes that appeared in hidden areas of Super Mario Galaxy weren't traditional power-ups, but created their own special magic. These gleaming notes, often arranged in paths that led to secret stars, would play gentle tones when collected. Gathering them in order would create a flowing melody that grew more complete with each note, guiding players along hidden paths with music rather than power. The harmony between visual collection and auditory reward created a multi-sensory experience of discovery. As we drift even closer to sleep, imagine the warm feeling of finding a hidden one-up mushroom just when you need it most. These green mushrooms, often tucked away in the most secret places, represented second chances and continued adventure. The distinctive sound of collecting one, an ascending series of notes that seemed to lift both Mario and the player, created a moment of relief and gratitude. Finding these hidden treasures felt like the game itself was encouraging you to keep exploring, offering gentle support for the journey ahead. The philosophy behind hiding these special items shows Nintendo's deep understanding of human joy. By placing the most magical transformations and helpful tools in secret areas, they created a world that rewards curiosity and exploration with genuine wonder. The careful thought put into where each item is hidden, how difficult it is to find, and what new possibilities it opens creates a flowing experience of discovery, transformation, and renewed exploration. A peaceful cycle that mirrors the most satisfying patterns of learning and growth in our own lives. The music and sounds of Mario's hidden areas create a special atmosphere that enhances the feeling of discovery. These gentle melodies and sound effects turn finding secrets from a simple visual experience into something that touches our ears and hearts as well. As our journey continues toward peaceful sleep, let's explore the beautiful sounds that make hidden areas in Mario games feel truly magical. From the very beginning, Nintendo understood that hidden areas needed their own special sound. In the original Super Mario Bros., finding an underground area through a hidden pipe brought a change in music. The main theme would be replaced with a more mysterious, echoing version. This underground theme used the same notes as the main song, but played them in a quieter, more reverberant way that made these hidden spaces feel like actual caves. The hollow, distant quality of the music matched the dark backgrounds and brick formations, creating a complete environment that felt separate from the sunny world above. The water levels in early Mario games had perhaps the most soothing music of all. The gentle, bubbling melody of underwater areas created a dreamlike quality that matched the floating movement and blue backgrounds. This music often played in hidden underwater caves that could only be reached by finding secret pipes. The slow, peaceful rhythm and higher-pitched notes created a feeling of weightlessness and calm, making these hidden areas perfect for relaxation even within the game's adventure. Sound effects played an equally important role in the discovery of secrets. The distinct ding sound of hitting an invisible block told players they had found something special before they could even see the result. This clear, bell-like tone became one of gaming's most recognized sounds, instantly communicating the joy of discovery. The slightly different sound of breaking a special brick block. A more hollow, crumbling sound hinted that something unusual might happen, perhaps revealing a vine that led to a bonus area in the clouds. As Mario games evolved, so did their musical approach to hidden areas. Super Mario World introduced distinct melodies for different types of secret spaces. The Ghost House theme used minor keys and gentle, mysterious tones to create a spooky yet peaceful feeling. The bonus areas had their own cheerful, bouncy tunes that played only in these secret rooms, making the discovery feel like entering a special celebration. The Star Road, perhaps the game's greatest secret, had a dreamy, twinkling song that matched its star-filled visual design perfectly. The composers at Nintendo became masters at using music to guide players towards secrets. In many games, approaching a hidden area might cause the music to change subtly, perhaps adding extra notes or instruments that weren't there before. These musical hints served as gentle nudges, telling attentive players, "Look closer here," without using any words. Some hidden blocks or areas would even make a very quiet sound when Mario stood near them, creating an audio clue that something special was nearby. The sound of collecting coins inside hidden rooms created its own special rhythm. The repeated soft ping as Mario gathered dozens of coins in a secret area created a pleasant pattern of sound, almost like gentle rainfall. This continuous collection sound, combined with the visual of golden coins disappearing as they were collected, created a multi-sensory experience of abundance and reward. The final coin in a hidden collection might make a slightly different sound, signaling completion and adding a satisfying conclusion to the discovery. In Super Mario 64, each hidden area within the castle had its own musical identity. The secret aquarium behind the wall played a peaceful, bubbling melody that matched its underwater setting. The hidden slide had playful, sliding notes that matched the movement of sliding down its colorful path. These musical signatures help make each secret discovery feel unique and special, giving hidden areas their own identity beyond just their visual appearance. The echo effect used in cave areas created a sense of space and depth. In many Mario games, entering a hidden cave would cause all sounds to have a slight reverb or echo, as if the game was accurately modeling how sound would behave in such spaces. This attention to audio detail made these hidden areas feel more real and immersive, not just visually different, but sonically distinct environments with their own acoustic properties. The soft echoing of footsteps or jumps in these spaces added to the feeling of having discovered somewhere truly separate from the main world. Some of the most magical sound design appeared in the Super Mario Galaxy games. Hidden areas on tiny planets might have their own gravitational pull, affecting not just how Mario moved, but how the music played. Moving to the underside of a planet might cause the music to become more muffled or distant, as if the planet itself was affecting how sound traveled. Finding a hidden launch star might trigger a rising musical flourish that matched the upward visual movement perfectly, creating a harmonious moment of discovery and transition. The composers created special discovery sounds that played only when finding significant secrets. The sound of uncovering a hidden star in Super Mario Galaxy combined several elements: a twinkling sound, a short rising melody, and a gentle choral effect to create a moment of true wonder. This special audio reward made finding major secrets feel significantly more important than simply collecting coins or defeating enemies. The discovery sound served as audio applause, the game's way of congratulating the player for their curiosity and exploration. As our voices grow ever softer and our words continue to slow, consider how the sound of secret exits in Super Mario World created particularly peaceful moments. Finding a keyhole exit and watching Mario turn a giant key would trigger a special sound effect, a gentle rising series of notes, followed by a magical twinkling. This sound, combined with the animation of the level completion and new path appearing on the map, created a perfect audiovisual moment of accomplishment and new possibilities opening. The underwater music in Super Mario Odyssey's hidden pools created some of the series' most relaxing moments. These underwater themes use soft piano notes and gentle string instruments to create a feeling of peaceful floating. The way the music would transition smoothly when diving into these hidden pools, gradually replacing the main theme with these underwater melodies, made the discovery feel like sinking into a warm bath, a gentle transition from one world to another. In Paper Mario games, finding hidden panels or secret passages would trigger a special paper folding sound, a soft rustling combined with a light musical tone. This unique audio signature for secrets in these games matched their papercraft visual style perfectly, making the sound of discovery fit naturally into the game's world. The consistent use of these paper folding sounds trained players to recognize the audio cue for secrets, creating anticipation even before the visual reward appeared. Some of the most soothing sounds in Mario games come from the star coins or similar collectibles hidden throughout levels. The gentle, pulsing sound these coins make when nearby serves as both a hint system and a calming audio element. The soft, regular rhythm of this sound creates a peaceful heartbeat-like quality that draws players toward hidden areas without creating stress or urgency. When finally collected, these special coins make a satisfying chiming sound that resolves the gentle tension created by the pulsing hint. As we drift ever closer to sleep, imagine the peaceful sound of entering a hidden Yoshi's Island in Super Mario World. The cheerful, simple melody with its island-inspired rhythm created a feeling of discovering a vacation spot within the game. A happy, relaxing place, away from the main adventure. The bouncy, carefree quality of this music matched the colorful visual design of these areas, creating complete environments that felt like rewards for curious exploration. The sound designers at Nintendo understood that audio plays a crucial role in making discoveries feel meaningful and magical. From the earliest 8-bit tunes to the fully orchestrated soundtracks of modern games, the music and sound effects of hidden areas have created countless peaceful moments of wonder for players around the world. These sonic signatures have become so beloved that many people can recall them perfectly, even years after last playing the games. The underwater melodies, the secret discovery chimes, and the gentle echoes of hidden caves living on in memory as some of gaming's most soothing soundscapes. The hidden worlds of Mario games have touched far more than just those who play them. These secret paths and hidden treasures have spread their influence throughout gaming and beyond, creating a lasting legacy that continues to shape how we think about exploration and discovery. As our journey grows ever more peaceful and our words flow more gently, let's explore how Mario's hidden places have left their mark on our shared cultural world. The idea of hiding special areas in games wasn't new when Super Mario Bros. First appeared, but the care and thought put into these secrets changed how all games would approach hidden content afterward. The warp zones and invisible blocks of that first adventure created a template that countless other games would follow. Players who grew up finding hidden pipes in Mario games would carry that curiosity into every other game they played, always wondering what might be hidden behind a suspicious wall or unusual object. This influence spread first to other Nintendo games. The Legend of Zelda series embraced the idea of hidden rooms behind bombable walls and secret passages under movable objects. Metroid filled its alien worlds with hidden paths that could only be found by rolling into a ball and exploring tight spaces. The core idea that games should reward curious exploration became a fundamental part of Nintendo's approach to design, creating worlds that felt rich with possibility and mystery. As gaming grew beyond Nintendo, the influence of Mario's hidden worlds continued to spread. Sonic the Hedgehog featured hidden bonus stages accessed through giant rings that weren't always in plain sight. Crash Bandicoot tucked away special gems in hard-to-reach areas that required careful exploration to discover. Even serious, adult-focused games embraced the joy of hidden discovery. The Resident Evil series hid special weapons and helpful items in places that required solving puzzles or examining the environment carefully. The concept reached beyond individual games to shape entire genres. The Metroidvania style of game, blending elements from Metroid and Castlevania, placed special emphasis on hidden rooms and secret passages that could only be accessed after finding new abilities. The collectible platformer genre, with games like Banjo-Kazooie and Spyro the Dragon, built entire experiences around finding hidden objects tucked throughout colorful worlds. These games took Mario's simple hidden coins and one-up mushrooms and expanded them into complete systems of collection and discovery. Even modern open-world games owe something to Mario's hidden paths. When players climb to the top of a mountain in Breath of the Wild or discover a hidden cave in Skyrim, they're experiencing the same core feeling that finding a warp zone in Super Mario Bros. Created: the joy of discovering something that not every player will see, a reward for venturing beyond the obvious path. The scale has changed dramatically, but the emotional core remains the same. the quiet satisfaction of finding something special through your own curiosity. Beyond games themselves, Mario's hidden worlds have influenced how different audiences connect with each other. In the days before the internet, finding a secret area in a Mario game became social currency in schoolyards and neighborhoods. Children would share discoveries with friends, describing exactly how to find the hidden vine that led to a coin heaven or the precise spot to ground pound to reveal a secret room. These shared secrets created bonds between players, turning solo discoveries into community knowledge. This sharing of secrets expanded as technology evolved. Early gaming magazines published maps showing the locations of warp pipes and invisible blocks. Later, internet forums and websites dedicated entire sections to cataloging every hidden path and treasure in Mario games. What began as personal discoveries became shared experiences, with players around the world working together to ensure no secret remained undiscovered. The joy of finding something hidden expanded to include the joy of sharing that discovery with others. The impact of Mario's hidden worlds reached teachers and parents as well. Many noticed how thoroughly children would explore these games, checking every corner and testing every wall for secrets. This natural curiosity, encouraged by the game's design, showed how powerful intrinsic motivation could be. Children would spend hours carefully exploring without any external rewards, simply for the joy of discovery itself. Some educators began incorporating similar principles into learning experiences, hiding Easter eggs in lessons or creating educational content with layers of discovery to encourage thorough exploration. Artists outside of games found inspiration in Mario's hidden worlds too. Musicians created songs that contained hidden messages or sounds that could only be heard under certain conditions. Filmmakers included carefully placed background details that rewarded attentive viewers with deeper understanding of the story. The idea that art could contain multiple layers, an obvious surface level, and hidden depths for those who looked more carefully resonated across creative fields, influenced at least in part by the joy many had experienced finding secret pipes and invisible blocks as children. Some of the most beautiful influence appeared across generations. Parents who grew up finding hidden blocks in the original Super Mario Bros. Now guide their own children to discover secrets in newer Mario games. Grandparents who once showed their children how to find the warp whistles in Super Mario Bros. 3 now watch as their grandchildren discover the hidden moons in Super Mario Odyssey. The specific secrets change, but the shared experience of discovery creates bonds that span decades. As technology has evolved, the ways Mario hides secrets have grown more sophisticated, but the emotional core remains the same. Finding a hidden passage in Super Mario Odyssey by throwing Cappy at an unusual object creates the same feeling of satisfaction that finding a hidden block in the original Super Mario Bros. Did decades earlier. This consistency across technological generations shows how timeless the joy of discovery is. The specific methods change, but the warm feeling of finding something hidden remains constant. As our voices grow even softer and our words continue to slow, consider how Mario's hidden worlds have influenced how many people see the real world around them. Players who spent hours checking every pipe and jumping at every ceiling space in Mario games often carry that curiosity into their daily lives. A strange crack in a wall might momentarily remind them of a breakable block. An unusual pattern in floor tiles might trigger the same feeling as seeing coins arranged in a suspicious pattern. The habit of looking more carefully at the world, of questioning whether there might be more than immediately meets the eye, extends beyond the game into everyday experience. Perhaps the most lasting impact of Mario's hidden worlds is how they've shaped our understanding of what makes exploration meaningful. The best hidden areas in Mario games aren't just random rewards placed in arbitrary locations. They're carefully designed spaces that feel like they belong in their worlds while remaining just out of sight. Finding them doesn't feel like checking boxes on a collection list, but like discovering something genuine and special. This approach to hidden content, making secrets feel organic and meaningful rather than arbitrary and artificial, has influenced countless game designers and shaped player expectations about what makes discovery satisfying. The gentle lesson taught by these hidden worlds, that looking more carefully at familiar spaces often reveals unexpected wonders, extends far beyond gaming. It encourages a mindset of curiosity and attention, a willingness to pause and explore rather than rushing forward on the most obvious path. In a world that often rewards speed and efficiency above all else, the lasting legacy of Mario's hidden paths may be their quiet celebration of thorough exploration, patient observation, and the joy that comes from discovering something that others, moving too quickly, might miss entirely. As we drift ever closer to peaceful sleep, carry with you the warm feeling of these hidden worlds and the mark they've left on our shared cultural landscape. The secret pipes, invisible blocks, and hidden doors of Mario's adventures have created countless moments of quiet joy for millions of people around the world, bridging generations, inspiring creators, and reminding us all of the simple magic that comes from looking just a little more carefully at the world around us, always wondering what might be hidden just out of sight. The world of Mario's hidden paths extends far beyond the main games, flowing into spin-offs and related adventures that carry forward the magic of secret discovery. As our journey grows ever more peaceful and our words more gentle, let's explore how the joy of finding hidden treasures has spread throughout the extended Mario universe, creating new kinds of secrets in surprising places. The Mario Kart series took the concept of hidden paths in a new and exciting direction. What began as simple racing games soon developed secret shortcuts that could only be found by careful exploration or lucky accidents. In Mario Kart 64, attentive players might notice a small opening in a wall that allowed them to skip large sections of certain tracks. Finding these hidden routes created the same feeling of discovery as finding a warp pipe in the main games, a secret path that others might miss, rewarding curiosity with advantage. As the Mario Kart series evolved, these hidden shortcuts became more elaborate and cleverly disguised. Some required special items to access, like a mushroom boost to jump across a gap or a star to pass through rough terrain. Others were hidden behind what looked like solid walls or ordinary scenery. The joy of discovering one of these shortcuts during a race created a special kind of excitement, not just the advantage in the current race, but the knowledge that you had found something special that could be used in future competitions. The musical tracks in Mario Kart often changed when driving through these secret areas too. The main race theme might soften or transform slightly when taking a hidden path, acknowledging the player's discovery with a gentle auditory reward. These small musical changes created a complete experience of finding something special, a visual discovery enhanced by changes in what you heard, making the secret feel more significant and real. In the Paper Mario series, the concept of hidden paths took on new dimensions in a world made of paper. Secret areas might be hidden behind paper walls that could be peeled away, under floor panels that could be flipped, or in spaces that were only visible when looking at the world from certain angles. The gentle sound of paper folding or unfolding would accompany these discoveries, creating a distinct audio signature for secrets that match the game's unique visual style. The Paper Mario games also introduced partner characters who could help find hidden paths in special ways. Bombette could blow up cracked walls, Kooper could slide into tight spaces, and Parakarry could fly to high ledges. This team approach to finding secrets created a new kind of experience, the satisfaction of matching the right partner to the right situation, using their special abilities to reveal paths that would otherwise remain hidden. The grateful responses from these partners, when their abilities helped find something special, added an emotional element to discovery, not just finding a secret, but sharing that moment with a virtual friend. The Mario and Luigi RPG series approached hidden paths from a story-based perspective. Secret areas in these games often contain not just treasures, but additional pieces of story. Journals that revealed character backgrounds, hints about upcoming events, or conversations between minor characters that added depth to the world. Finding these hidden narrative moments became a special kind of discovery, rewarding exploration with greater understanding of the game's characters and events rather than just items or power-ups. These RPG adventures also used the brothers' different abilities to create unique approaches to hidden paths. Luigi might be able to squeeze through narrow gaps that Mario couldn't, while Mario might be able to break blocks that Luigi couldn't. This cooperative approach to finding secrets reinforced the theme of brotherhood that ran throughout these games. Some discoveries could only be made when the brothers worked together, combining their different strengths to reach places neither could access alone. The music in hidden areas of Mario RPGs took special care to create peaceful moments of discovery. Finding a secret room might trigger a softer, more reflective version of the main theme, or introduce gentle new melodies that played nowhere else in the game. These musical changes created natural pauses in the adventure, moments to appreciate the discovery and enjoy the special atmosphere of a place few players would find. In Mario sports games like Mario Golf and Mario Tennis, hidden paths took the form of secret characters, courses, or game modes that could only be unlocked through specific accomplishments or careful exploration of the game's options. Finding these hidden elements created the same feeling of discovery as finding a secret path in a platforming game. The satisfaction of learning that there was more to the experience than immediately met the eye, waiting to be uncovered by attentive players. The Mario Party series hid many of its secrets in the boards themselves. Certain spaces might look ordinary, but trigger special events when landed on. Hidden paths might allow players to reach areas of the board that seemed inaccessible through normal means. These discoveries added an element of exploration to the party game format, encouraging players to try different approaches and routes to see what might happen, rather than simply following the most obvious path around the board. As our voices grow ever softer and our words flow more gently, consider how Captain Toad, Treasure Tracker, transformed the concept of hidden paths into an entire game experience. This spin-off focused entirely on careful exploration of small, detailed diorama-like levels, where the main goal was finding paths forward that weren't immediately obvious. Secret coins and gems were tucked into corners that could only be seen by rotating the camera to unusual angles or looking underneath structures. This game took what had been a secondary element of Mario games, finding hidden treasures, and placed it at the center of the experience, celebrating the joy of thorough exploration and careful observation. The mobile game Super Mario Run adapted hidden paths to the simpler control scheme of smartphones. Since players could only control Mario's jumping, not his direction, secret coins and special tokens were hidden in places that required precise timing or unexpected choices, jumping when it seemed safer not to, or avoiding jumps that seemed necessary. These hidden collectibles maintained the spirit of exploration from the main series, teaching players that even in a game with limited controls, careful attention could reveal secrets that casual players would miss. The Dr. Mario puzzle games hid their secrets in special modes and challenges that weren't immediately presented to the player. Completing certain goals or entering specific button combinations might unlock new variations of the core virus-clearing gameplay. Finding these hidden modes created a different kind of discovery, not finding a path within a level, but finding entirely new ways to play the game itself, expanding the experience for those curious enough to look beyond the main menu options. In Mario vs. Donkey Kong and similar puzzle games, hidden collectibles were placed in locations that required thinking about the level mechanics in unusual ways. A coin might appear to be unreachable until the player realized that a specific sequence of moves could change the level state to make it accessible. These puzzling secrets rewarded not just exploration, but creative thinking, encouraging players to consider possibilities beyond the obvious solutions. Luigi's Mansion, while starring Mario's brother, carried forward the tradition of hidden paths in a new context. The haunted mansions contained secret rooms that could only be found by interacting with the environment in specific ways, using the vacuum on certain objects, shining light on invisible elements, or solving environmental puzzles. The gentle musical stings that played when discovering these hidden spaces acknowledged the player's curiosity, creating satisfying moments of revelation throughout the spooky adventures. As we drift ever closer to peaceful sleep, imagine how all these different approaches to hidden paths share the same core feeling, the quiet joy of finding something that others might miss, of looking more carefully at a virtual world and being rewarded for your attention. Though the specific mechanics and context change across these many spin-offs and related games, they all carry forward the spirit of discovery that began with those first hidden warp pipes and invisible blocks. The extended Mario universe shows us how a simple idea, hiding special treasures for curious players to find, can grow and evolve across decades and different types of games, remaining meaningful and satisfying regardless of whether the game involves racing, puzzling, golfing, or adventuring. This consistency creates a thread that connects all these different experiences, a familiar feeling of discovery that welcomes players into each new Mario world with the gentle promise that careful exploration will always be rewarded with moments of quiet wonder. As our journey draws toward its peaceful conclusion, let's explore the most mysterious hidden treasures in Mario's world, the truly secret elements that many players might never find, and the enduring magic that makes these discoveries feel special even after all these years. These final hidden wonders remind us why Mario's secret paths continue to bring joy decade after decade to players around the world. Among the most elusive secrets in any Mario game are the glitch worlds, places never intended to be found but discovered by especially curious players who tested the boundaries of what the games would allow. In the original Super Mario Bros., some players discovered that certain precise movements could allow Mario to pass through walls into areas beyond the normal level boundaries. These strange, broken landscapes with misplaced objects and unusual behaviors weren't designed to be seen, yet finding them created a special kind of discovery, the feeling of seeing something truly hidden, perhaps never meant to be found at all. The Minus World in Super Mario Bros. Became the most famous of these accidental discoveries. By performing a precise series of movements near a pipe in World 1-2, players could enter World 1, an underwater level that looped forever with no exit. The eerie, endless quality of this unintended area created a ghost story for the digital age, a hidden place that seemed to exist between the game's normal worlds, discovered and shared through whispered conversations on playgrounds long before internet guides could explain how it worked. Even in modern Mario games, players continue to find truly hidden elements years after release. In Super Mario Odyssey, certain moons were so well hidden that they went undiscovered for months after the game launched. Some required combinations of movements that few players would think to try, or interactions with environmental elements that seem purely decorative. Finding one of these ultra-hidden collectibles creates an especially powerful feeling of discovery. The sense that you found something truly rare, a secret that perhaps only a handful of other players have ever seen. The Mario series also contains numerous Easter eggs, small, hidden references or jokes placed by the developers as special rewards for especially observant players. In Super Mario 3D World, certain levels contain hidden 8-bit Luigi sprites that can only be seen from specific angles. In Super Mario Galaxy, rare hidden messages can be found written in star patterns, visible only when looking at the night sky from particular planets. These tiny details create quiet moments of connection between the game creators and the most curious players, little whispered secrets shared across the screen. Some of Mario's most magical hidden elements involve connections between games. In Super Mario 3D World, finding all the stamps and green stars unlocks a final world that contains direct references to earlier Mario adventures. The layout of certain levels mirrors classic designs from games decades earlier, creating a bridge across generations of play. These hidden connections reward not just exploration of the current game, but knowledge of the series' history, creating special moments of recognition for longtime fans. The rarest hidden paths in Mario games often involve unusual timing or strange combinations of actions that most players would never think to try. In Super Mario Sunshine, standing in exactly the right spot when the in-game clock shows certain times can trigger special events or reveal hidden blue coins. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, certain stars only appear after completing seemingly unrelated tasks in different galaxies. These complex conditions create secrets that feel almost mystical in their obscurity, discoveries that seem to happen by chance or intuition rather than systematic exploration. As our voices grow ever softer and our words slow to a gentle pace, consider the quiet curiosities found in seemingly empty spaces. In several Mario games, rooms or areas that appear to have no purpose sometimes hide the rarest secrets of all. A seemingly empty corner in Super Mario 64 might reveal a hidden star when standing still for several seconds. An ordinary-looking wall in Paper Mario might contain a hidden item if struck repeatedly in exactly the right spot. These secrets in plain sight teach us that sometimes the most special discoveries come not from rushing to new areas, but from pausing to look more carefully at the spaces we've already visited. The enduring appeal of these hidden elements comes from how they make us feel when we find them. There's a special kind of joy in discovering something that others might have missed, a feeling of having seen behind the curtain to a magical place meant just for you. This personal connection to discovery creates memories that last far longer than the games themselves, becoming stories we share with others or keep as private treasures of our own gaming journeys. Even decades after release, players continue to find new secrets in classic Mario games. Communities of dedicated explorers use modern technology to examine these games at the code level, sometimes finding hidden rooms or items that have remained undiscovered for 30 years or more. These long-delayed discoveries remind us that there's always the possibility of finding something new, even in spaces we thought we knew completely, a hopeful message that extends beyond games into how we see the world around us. The timelessness of Mario's hidden paths comes from how they connect to something fundamental in human nature: our curiosity about what might be around the next corner, behind the unusual door, or through the strange pipe. This desire to explore and discover remains unchanged whether we're playing on a modern Switch or an original NES, creating a thread of connection that runs through generations of players and decades of technological change. As we drift ever closer to peaceful sleep, think about how these hidden wonders in Mario games mirror the joy of discovery in our own lives. The happiness of finding a secret path in a game echoes the quiet pleasure of noticing a beautiful detail in nature that others walk past, or understanding something about a loved one that not everyone sees. These small discoveries, both virtual and real, add richness and meaning to our experiences, turning simple activities into opportunities for wonder and connection. Perhaps the most beautiful aspect of Mario's hidden worlds is how they grow with us throughout our lives. A child finding their first warp pipe might feel pure excitement at the discovery. That same person finding a hidden moon in Super Mario Odyssey decades later might feel a more complex joy, part nostalgia, part appreciation for the craft involved, part connection to their younger self. The secrets stay the same, but our relationship with them evolves, creating different kinds of meaning at different points in our lives. As our journey comes to its gentle end, carry with you the peaceful wisdom of Mario's hidden paths, that the world contains more magic than we first see, that patient attention reveals wonders hidden in plain sight, and that the joy of discovery remains one of life's most simple yet profound pleasures. Whether in games or in life, there are always new secrets waiting to be found, new paths to explore, and new treasures to discover if we approach the world with curious eyes and an open heart. May these thoughts guide you toward peaceful dreams, filled with the same sense of wonder and discovery that Mario's hidden worlds have brought to millions of players throughout the years. As your breathing slows and your mind drifts towards sleep, imagine what undiscovered secrets might be waiting for you tomorrow, in games, in nature, or in the familiar spaces of your daily life, all waiting patiently to be found when you take the time to look just a little more closely at the world around you.